Hello and welcome back to a new episode of Wandering Back to Europe. And I'm going to catch you up real quick on the things we've covered because we played quite a few games. And we're going to go on a break in a little bit, because there's going to be the World Cup thing in 2022 in Qatar. I think it's still in Qatar. I'll double check. So, the game you saw was against Man United, where I invited my friend, and which was a mistake because they won. I wasn't happy with that, but you've probably seen that game recently, so I don't need to remind you of it. Now here, FM Union will not be happy with this result, and I'm very happy with this result because we managed to get some revenge against those guys since, was it last season's disappointment in the Carabao Cup quarterfinals? We beat them 3-0. Easy game. I mean, not to be fair, they dominated and we just took our chances. And 3 chances we took. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell who scored. Gudjman scored and Campagna with a double. Campagna scoring in the 45th and the 45th +2. So he got 2 quick fire goals. So not bad for him. Nice. Next up, Middlesbrough. It was a cup game. It was a weird cup game. But, in the end, it was a very simple performance. Even Mohamed Diallo scoring a few. I think that was actually his second goal, so I don't remember. I think he scored at some point before that. Or maybe not. Maybe that was his first game. I actually don't remember. Anyways, next up, this is when our form started kind of being crappy. So if it wasn't for the Man City win, we would have had quite a lot of losses. But I guess it was kind of a harder part of the calendar because we got Everton, we had United, we have City, West Ham are not difficult, but we got Tottenham and then Newcastle. So yeah, 2-2 against West Ham. We scored in the 91st minute. And hello, who's this guy? Yeah, I completely forgot I needed to update you guys on the transfers that we did. Yeah, so this guy joined us, Patrick Bamford, on a free. On the transfer deadline day, we thought we needed a new backup striker, and here we go. We got this guy, very very low wages as well, so that's nice. Tottenham, Harry Kane scored, and that was pretty much the only thing I could tell you about that game. It was very boring, nothing much to watch. This was the opposite, and it didn't help that Remedy got a red card because we lost 3-0 against Newcastle, and that was also a strange one. We were dominating, and they just kept countering us. I mean, to be fair, when you got very quick pace of Maximin and Lopper's not that quick. And he's a defensive midfielder. Okay, now I'm embarrassed. But here, hard game against Norwich. They scored first. And then Patrick Bamford came on for an injured Campagna to make sure we win 2-1. So overall, not bad. We sit 8th in the Premier League table. Kind of close-ish to Brighton. What? I mean, to be fair, last time I saw you guys, it was Norwich was up here. So Brighton, damn. But yeah, today we're taking on the Watford, and let's quickly run to transfers. I need to catch up with you guys. Since you were last here, we just signed Patrick Bamford. That's what I told you about. And I think on the outs, we had a few loans, so it doesn't really matter. There were just a bunch of smaller players that wouldn't play much, and I think it's good for them to get some game time. So we are ready to get into our first game of today, and I don't know why I said first game of today, because it's only going to be the one game. And we've come up with a slightly different formation. So I've noticed that by playing overlap, we always get countered on the wings. So I dropped Emmanuel to be a bit lower, but Timon should also be a bit lower, I think. Yeah, that way, I mean, I don't need to overlap really. It's no need for that. I also dropped my defensive midfielder, so I can have a bit more, I might actually do a halfback here. Just a bit more depth, I think. And also just to catch you guys up, we've confirmed the signing, Ali Kamara. He's going to join us for, I think, 15 million. Good little center back. I'm going to try and play him as I'm thinking halfback as well. He's decent for that position. I just needed someone who can shore up that, midfield more defensively. And I think, who else? And also this guy, Martin Mendoza. So my scouts are saying he's pretty good. And for that low of a price, I was like, yes. Maybe something good will happen, maybe not, but who knows. So, how are we going to look like today? Well, Gilmore is a bit injured, so I think we're going to play Crawford. Maybe Crawford? I'm not sure. I'm going to take him off and then I'll decide. Though Remedy, maybe? I don't know. I don't really trust Remedy after that red card. That looks fine to me, don't you think? Blanco hasn't had the best starts, but neither has Woodburn, so let's stick with the old guns and hopefully both play as wingers and feed off Campagna's awesomeness. I think that's it. Let's stick with that. I think Vera might need to be trained how to play much lower, I think. So I'm going to train him as a deep lying playmaker. And midfield, just so we have that. No, defend. I don't want him to defend. Just so we can have a little bit more, I don't know, just a little bit more options in the middle. And I want him to play because he's very good and very young. So I think Woodburn can play in the middle. I mean, he might look like a decent with his, crap work rate, but better than Crawford maybe. Let's try this. Why not? This will be a fun little experiment for me today. So we're going to go Bolton in goal, Timon, Braithwaite, Brian, and Emmanuel. Chalobah playing a halfback. Gudjman and Woodburn typically would have Gilmore, but he's injured. Blank on the left, Splay on the right, and Campagna up front, which I think now I'm going to use him as a pressing forward. So hopefully that can do something. Yeah, so I'm really happy with the way Bolton are playing. I'm really generally pleased because I was worried that I was going to get wrecked too many times. And you can see here, it's also not the fact like last year. So it's going to be an interesting season, that's for sure. To be fair, last season we started really well and then just kind of went, oh shit, we're actually in line to win. But now it's kind of like, okay, so you got promoted. Okay, chill out. You need some good players. And yeah, it's like I've been trying to sign some good midfielders and I don't have the money for it. I asked the board for money. They gave me 19 million. And I can't sign for anyone for 19 million, almost anyone, apart from Kamara, because not only do they want, for a decent player, they want like 15 million, but they also want high wages. So, like, I tried to get Baidenov from Russia, and my scout said, yeah, you can buy him from like 6 to 10 million. I'm like, oh, okay, that's not bad. Like, he'll be a good backup. No, Lokomotiv did not want to let him go for less than 18. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll bite the bullet. I need a good defensive midfielder. And the guy's like, oh, yeah, boss, I'll have somewhere between 60 and 90K a week. And I'm just like, are you insane? How the hell am I going to pay you, who's that mediocre, that much money? Like, you'll be better than my best players. I don't get that. I've been actually thinking of playing Braithwaite in midfield. So if you have played him there, give us a comment. That'd be nice. And also, if you actually haven't played him, because I've heard of him before, and people say how he's good, but how has he been for you? Oh my god, that doesn't look offside. Kamano crosses it in. Braithwaite heads her out. Woodburn clears it. Campagna does not win it with his big height. What's happening? My defense is all over the place. Timon is not doing well on the wings. What is going on? This is the most seesaw thing. What? Okay, I don't know if you saw, but pay attention to this little... I don't even know what to tell you. Like, just look at this little pass from... Who was it? So it was a great clearance by Gudjman. Campagna does not hold on. Fofana smashes it. Kutrov seemed to be offside, but I'm not sure. Overhead kick to Sar, who finishes it in the bottom right corner. And I am not happy with this. Wow. Okay, so ping pong battle. And we are not doing well against the worst team in the Premier League. Mistakes might have been made. I might have gone too defensive, but I do need to make sure that we're not conceding goals like this. What's the point of having a halfback if he doesn't, halfback? Maybe halfback is for half arsing? I'm not sure. Ooh, I'm triggered. Gudjman. Campagna. His left foot is not doing wonders today. I mean, that's his first chance, so who knows? But yeah, I've been thinking for the channel stuff, I'm going to be doing some more football, like real life football related stuff, just to make it more, maybe more interesting is not the right word, but I'm more like, I just want it to be more real world related. And I like doing research. It's fun. Like, uni's over and I miss that. I miss doing research. Maybe I'm just weird. Who knows? And plus, like a lot of the stuff like Pride of Caspia that I've been doing is so I can do some, I guess, introduce other people to Russian football. So I'm thinking of doing something with that. Maybe some team coverages, maybe some players that you've never heard of. Who knows? Manuel. Gudjman. Good shot. Good shot. Good strong shot. Confident shot. He knew he wanted to hit it. I'm just not sure he knew he wanted to hit it on target. Campagna. Emmanuel. Good interplay. Emmanuel. Skips past Skip. Emmanuel crosses it in. Alex Blanco. Why was that a highlight? Oh, is it going to be a counterattack? Because that'll be funny. Yay. Sar. The man who tore Liverpool apart and make sure that they couldn't go unbeaten. Well, apart from City. Chalobah gets the ball off him. Spillane shoots it forward. Campagna. Is he going to sidestep? Good finishing. Oh, what a tackle by number 4. Campagna. Gudjman. Wide. Timon. What? We're in the final third and that's not a highlight? And we still don't have a shot on target. Wow. So Watford are lucky. But to be fair, the keeper is not doing much. Come on, guys. We need to do something. Get creative is probably the right shout. But look at that. Where are the shots? What's going on? Is it because I got rid of overlaps that then we're no longer making any chances? Well, Campagna's coming off because that was bullshit, my friend. Bamford will come on because this man has been scoring important goals, so maybe today can also be another one of those. Woodburn is playing alright in midfield, which is strange. Blanco is not doing great, so what we could do is do something like this. Get him to be an inside forward, and then go back to our old favorite thing of Igor Vera up front. Have a little asymmetric 4-1-4-1. What? Is that how they call it? 4-1-1-4. Sure, why not? Too many numbers. And we still didn't have a shot on target. Timon. Cross in. To Bamford. Oh, he just misses. And it's still... Is that a shot on target? No, it's not. Wow. Come on, guys. Get creative. Man, this just shows the greatness of the Premier League. It's like... Oh, no. This just shows the greatness of the Premier League. We had a shot on target against the worst team. Finally. We can celebrate. Politics will come on. Something. Come on, guys. No? Nothing? This is going to be over? Yeah, it's over. Wow. We've managed to lose against Watford, who I assume try to counter us constantly. And people thought it was going to be a draw. I am really disappointed. We didn't make any chances, so that's actually making me worried that playing the 3 people that low. Man, should I go back to this again? I think I do. I think we're lacking the creativeness up there. Right, so we're made to miss chances, and it's a shame. Ismail Assar having a good game and a great overhead kick as well to make an assist. But yeah, we're still 8th in the league, and we had a chance to close the gap on Brighton a little bit, but still 4 points. That's not too bad. We are 7 points away from the relegation zone. Not a bad place to be at the start of the season, this early on. I guess it does help us a lot that we're going to have so few games running up to the big break, because then once it gets to January, we'll have some new players coming in, and hopefully that'll be a good thing. But I'm thinking I will see you back for the FA Cup 3rd round game. I think it'll be an interesting thing to see. Depends who we're going to get. And yeah, I guess thank you for watching. I don't know who I'm going to play yet. I mean, we can try and find out when the thing is. We can try and find out when the 3rd round draw is on the 28th of November. So no, I will see you and you will be excited to hear who it is. Alright, thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next episode. Bye, guys.